In this video, we're going to talk about the different types of network. The first one is the simple home network. In Omaha, the most common internet service providers that we see are Cox, CenturyLink, and now Metronet. The internet service provider is going to send signal over to your DSL broadband modem, where your modem is going to convert analog to digital and digital to analog where necessary. This modem is going to send that to your router or wireless access point. A lot of routers actually have the modem built directly into it, so it is one device. From here, you're going to be able to either connect wired or wirelessly to the router using the wireless access point or the wired ports on the back of the router. And each device that wants to connect to the router must have a network interface card. Additionally, you could have printer sharing or file sharing all on the home network. So the wiring that you'll typically see in a home include unshielded twisted pair cable. This contains 4 pairs of wires to be able to bring internet into your network. More recently, fiber optic is being installed throughout the nation and throughout much of the world as well. And this brings much faster speeds because the data is transferred through these cables that are made of glass using light. These light pulses fairly quickly, and the computers on the other end receive these pulses of light and are able to interpret it into data. To give you a glimpse of how much faster fiber optic cable is compared to unshielded twisted pair, I am standing here at the Corning Glass Museum in front of how much unshielded twisted pair cable is necessary to be able to send the same amount of data through one piece of glass in a fiber optic line. As you can see, my finger is pointing at that one strand of glass that is barely visible here. The next type of network that we're going to talk about is the local area network. A local area network is going to have a core Ethernet switch that is going to be connected to an internet service provider. From there, the core Ethernet switch is going to connect to many workgroup switches. Each of these workgroup switches could be a specific building or multiple buildings, depending on the need for the network connectivity. And on each workgroup switch, you're going to have different devices connected, such as internal servers or routers or computers and laptops, etc. Additionally, you might have an internet access router that allows you to connect to the wide area network. So the wide area network is how you basically connect to the internet. So from your local area network, you're going to connect to these internet service providers that are going to then lease lines to various other operations. So for example, if you as a business have a headquarters local area network and an operations local area network, you're going to lease these lines to be able to communicate between each of these networks. Additionally, if you need to work with other sites like a bank local area network or a credit card local area network, then you are going to use the public switch data network to be able to relay the frames of your packets from these sites. And that brings us to the internet. And all the internet service providers are the backbone for connectivity across the world. So each internet service provider is going to communicate with other internet service providers using a network access point. So when you connect to an internet service provider, you're going to plug your router in, you're going to send those packets, which are going to be passed from internet service provider through network access points to other internet service providers until it finally reaches its final destination. Other devices can then connect as well and send those packets until now we have the millions and billions of hosts that are connected to the network today. To give you a glimpse of what these network lines look like for connecting internet service providers to service providers, you notice that this is a submarine cable map that looks at all the different map of cables that just go across the ocean. So here we have all these different ones going from the US to Europe, and you can see from US to South America and Africa and Asia and the rest of Europe and Australia. You can see all those cable lines that are buried underneath the water. This does not include all the cable lines that exist within a country. For example, the United States would have millions of cable lines that are extended across the entire country. Thanks for watching my video. Feel free to click the links here to watch the next video of the playlist, continue to the next playlist, or subscribe.